Hello and welcome to another edition of Mark's Beer Reviews. Today we have a Cheshire Chocolate Porter from Marks&Spencer's. It was £2.50. It's brewed by the Frederick Robertson at the Unicorn Brewery, so that's basically means Robinson's in Stockport. It's a 500ml bottle and it's 6%, which is a good ABV for a porter. It says on the front, there's a little label here, based on an original recipe from 1899, created with the collaboration of renowned chocolatier Simon Dunn. So I haven't looked at the ingredients, but it's going to have some sort of chocolate powder, chocolate extract or something like that, cacao, something or other in there. Quite looking forward to this. 6% is a good ABV for a porter, like I just said. A lot of porters can be quite watery and a bit flat if they're below 5%. But this sounds quite good. Porter as a sort of style, it's been neglected a little bit when you look at a lot of stouts that have kind of fallen into the porter range, and you know, a lot of watery stouts are almost like porters or sometimes milds in some case. Porter's one of those kind of styles that's not really been given much attention. A lot of these big flavoured stouts like the chocolate brownie stout, salted caramel stout. I've got one of those actually from Marks and Spencer's to review. But porters and milds have kind of been pushed to the side a little bit. Hopefully, they've still got it. So right, let's not waste any time. Let's get this open. Nice Union Jack bottle cap there. Nice bit of smoke. Still going, look. Okay, what to expect then? Well, very chocolatey. Roasted malt character as well. There we go, look. Very light. It's almost looks just a shade darker than like your typical best bitter. So yeah, we've got a 2 to 3 finger whitehead. Very carbonated, I don't know if you can see that. Very carbonated indeed. But yeah, I'm expecting those chocolate, coffee, caramel, especially chocolate, obviously with it being collaborated with chocolatier Simon Dunn. Right, here we go, let's get the nose. Yeah, chocolate and caramel, not getting a lot of those sort of roasted coffee flavours that you might expect. Bit in there, bit of vanilla maybe? Bit of vanilla. Yeah, I'd say chocolate, caramel, vanilla. Quite looking forward to this. Cheers everybody. Okay. First off, it's kind of got that Robinson's taste to it. There's that kind of taste that you can tell a Robinson's beer from that twangy taste. I kind of dominated my first thought, so I'm going to go in again. Yeah, very chocolatey. First off, it's not got a lot of mouthfeel to it, as you could probably see. It's kind of got that best bitter look about it. But what you do get is chocolate. There is that, it finishes off quite bitter, but there's that kind of weird Robinson's flavour to it. If you've ever had I think it's Trooper, isn't it? One of their more famous beers. If you've ever had a bottle of that, you'll know what I mean. But yeah, you certainly get it's not very sweet, it's quite bitter. So it's like a bitter chocolate flavour, a bit of vanilla, nice bit of caramel. Carbonation works with the beer quite well actually, and it's not too carbonated. I thought it was going to be quite a lot more fizzy in your mouth than it actually is, just by what the glass was telling me. But it works quite well, it's not too bad. Yeah, so it kind of goes chocolate, caramel, vanilla, and then it moves into that Robinson's taste. It's all right. You can tell it's a regionally brewed beer though. You know, big regional brewer beer. Yeah, wouldn't go crazy over it. I'll have another go. You see what I mean about it looking like a best bitter? I mean, it's nice and bitter on the finish, but it's got that taste and that bitterness that actually, if you ignore it, the finish is almost like of that of a best bitter. Doesn't have any sweetness in it at all. Out of like those chocolate and caramel flavours. That doesn't run all the way through. That's very brief, very early, and then it dives off into being very bitter and very Robinsons-y, if that's a thing. Is Robinsons-y a word? I don't know, let me know. Right, let's have a look at the back of the bottle to find out what they've got in this. Ingredients are water, malted barley, glucose syrup. That must be early, that sweetness must be quite early. A little bit. Wheat, hops, chocolate flavouring, CO2 and yeast. You'd like to know what's in that chocolate flavouring, wouldn't you? Right, overall then, I'm a bit disappointed. It's a cold November night. It's been a bit drizzly all day. I saw chocolate porter and I thought, yeah, that's a bit of me. I'll do that review today. But overall, it's a bit disappointing. Look at it. It just looks like every mediocre Robinson's beer. Maybe a shade darker, but not a lot from a best bitter. I know it's been out a while, so people must like it. People keep buying it, but not really for me. And I like a porter. And I mean, everything said, a good beer really, 6% chocolate porter, brewed in collaboration with a chocolatier. I mean, it couldn't have been better, could it? Right, let's get to the rating because I'm quite bored of this now. If I'm honest, this is really quite boring. And the rest of that bottle I'll be pouring away because it's just not that good. Right, out of 5, what would I give that? Underwhelming, really. I'm probably just going to go for a 3 out of 5, I think. It's a 3 out of 5 for Mark's Beer Reviews. Please like and comment. What's your favourite porter? I doubt it's this one. Might be, you never know. If I had to pick my favourite porter of the year so far, it'd be the Band & Car from Lord's Brewing Company. Really enjoyed that. That was head and shoulders above this. Obviously a bit more money because this is brewed by Robinsons, but spend the extra quid. Spend the extra quid and go and get something from Lord's. Awesome, guys. Thanks very much. If you wouldn't mind subscribing as well, that would be great. We're on our way to 100. Unbelievably, we're just coming out of our first week, and I know that the guys, you know, Paul's Beer Reviews, Crummy, Lord's Brewing Company, John at Lord's, they've been awesome in giving me some support. So yeah, thank you guys. But yeah, on the way to 100 already. These better get better, these reviews. Awesome. Cheers, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Lovely.